It's great to see such a full house. All right, everybody remember to silence your phones, those of you that are here in person, and wave a hello to all the people that we have watching online too. Welcome to TCNewTech's April event. I'm Jennifer Zunko, the Executive Director of TCNewTech, and our mission is to expedite the launch of startups. There we go. But the question is, what is a startup? So a startup is a business in its first stages of operations. As you'll hear tonight, that covers a lot of territory. We have everything from a pre-seed to a startup that is working on its exit. At TCNewTech, we're always looking for new ideas, especially new tech ideas, in the hopes that we can help launch new ventures that will create high-value economy here in Northern Michigan. We appreciate everyone's memberships and the generosity of our sponsors, because that is what is going to help us build a thriving ecosystem here in Traverse City. And thank you all for being here. Tonight we have 4 5-minute pitches followed by 5 minutes of Q&A. We have a timekeeper down in front that will keep us on our tight schedule. There will be announcements from 2 local nonprofits and our main sponsor. And we think this is all going to be very interesting for everybody. After the presentations, you'll have 4 minutes to cast your vote via text messaging. We'll explain all that after the pitches. During the voting, we'll have a few minutes for open mic, where you can come up and make community announcements, job openings, etc. But you have to keep those to 30 seconds or less. That's not easy to do. Now I want to introduce you to our MC for the evening, Sarah Hunt. She's a longtime member, and she's recently launched her own startup called Profit Clean. So I'm going to let Sarah take it away.
Thank you, guys. It's good to see everyone. I'm a little shorter than Jen, but we would love to have you become a member of our organization if you're not joining us here. There's a lot more you can get involved with. And you see Sean here. Sean Roach is walking around helping to participate today, doing photos for us. You can join in other various ways. So scan that QR code and get involved. Tonight, I would like to say a special thank you to Jim. He's going to be presenting tonight. Jim Harvey joined us as a main sponsor, but before that, he actually wanted to get involved with his presentation. He is finally here to present that to you. It's Bar Hopper, but we will hear more from him later tonight. So please meet our sponsor, Jim Harvey. Come on up. I'm sorry. I'm just flying up in my head. It's been like 6 months for me.
Right.
I'll catch up.
All right, so am I timed?
You are
timed.
timed.
All right, the Bar Hopper Act solved the problem for around 16. Oh,
Got you.
Stop. Rewind, please. I need
He needs his
I
time.
need my time. I talked about 6 minutes. 6 minutes, please. All right, the Bar Hopper app solves a problem that's been around since 1681. That is the year that the second bar ever opened up in the United States and gave bar hoppers or people a choice, where am I going next? So every night, tens of thousands of people go out to bars and nightclubs, and as they have done for hundreds of years, they go from bar to bar, most time not knowing what's going on next, what's in the next bar. So Bar Hopper takes the guesswork out of bar hopping. So Bar Hopper is the first and only app that partners with the bar owners to allow the user up to the second information about what's going on inside every bar around them. So for our search criteria, we use 4 categories. Subcategories vary by area, but for Traverse City, we use services: free Wi-Fi, Keno, happy hour, kitchen open late, group discounts, food, entertainment is karaoke, live music, piano bar, jukebox, trivia, DJ, radio, no music. Atmosphere, we have dancing, rooftop bar, Waterview, patio, LGBTQ, pet-friendly, kid-friendly, brewery, sports bar on the water, winery, distillery, and for sports, pool table, darts, video games, TVs, how many they have, cornhole, board games, and foosball. Bar Hopper also strategically puts a live streaming video camera inside every bar to allow the user up to the second information of what's going on inside that bar at the moment. There's two other nice features if you have your location services on. If you walk into say you and I, because I do a lot, and I walk in and says, it looks like you're walking to you and I. Do you want to check in? Our live check-in feature says, sends a prompt to you. If you say no, you walk right in. If you say, yeah, I'll check in, it says, are you male or female? Are you single or not single? So if you choose to give the information, that information goes from Bar Hopper right to the main page of the app. So when you check, someone's looking at the main page, the main page of the bar, it allows them to look and see how many guys are there, girls are there, single, married, so you can kind of see the flow of that. Popular in a college town much. So the other features, when you walk out of a bar, it says, looks like you're leaving you and I, which I don't usually, sorry, hon. But it gives you prompts, says, looks like you're leaving you and I. Do you want to take part in a survey? Currently for our beta testing, we have 4 questions. We're using a 0 to 10 Likert scale that says, hey, were the pour strong? Was the staff friendly? Was the place clean? How was your overall experience? So let's see how the bar actually works. Or the app actually works. Okay, so you type in 4 things. We want food, jukebox, patio, deck, pool table, all on one page. Boom, 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 that fast. Pulled up 3 things. You have 3 bars. We're going to go to sale in. We punch sale in. Comes over here. It tells you all the information you need, how far the bar is from you, the address. The people have patrons been there before. They rate it for you. You want to watch live stream? Here's the video that comes up. Live stream inside the bar. We're going to probably have it fuzzed out so you guys cheating on your wives won't get busted out there. Kidding. But kind of gives you a general idea of what's going on inside the bar. So let's see a video of people that are actually using the bar and how they would actually use this app.
Yeah, where should we go? Let's check out Bar Hopper. What are we thinking? Maybe go to a brewery, get some food. Yeah. Brewery, food. What do you think?
Let's do pet friendly and a patio for sure.
Okay. Our choices are Workshop Brewing Company, Middle Coast Brewing Company, and Right Ring Brewery. Yeah, let's try that. 5 females checked in, 40 males checked in, and there's
40 single men.
Let's check out the live stream.
This is also filmed during the TCNewTech live stream event. Literally filmed. Those are TCNewTech guys.
Ooh, that looks like the TCNewTech guys. Let's go there. All right, let's go.
Okay, this is what the bar looks like. So initially, our staff, I guess rap is going to go to the bars and actually set them up initially. After that, the bars are going to control this on their own. So they have atmosphere and services don't change from day-to-day basis. Sports and the games don't change. But here on entertainment, every night they're going to have a jukebox and no music because they're standard. If the jukebox isn't playing, there's no music. That's fast. Can I get a minute? 1 minute and 4 minutes of questions. Okay, so there obviously was no change there. I'm missing a screen. So anyway, so under under entertainment, they're going to change nightly. So on Wednesday and Wednesday they have like a typical no music and jukebox. On Thursday they add live music. Friday they add live music. Saturday was standard. Sunday they add karaoke. And on Tuesday, add trivia. So if you're looking for like trivia on a Monday in Traverse City and you're near the Lobos, you won't find it. If you're on Tuesday night, you find it. You search for it. It's going to show up on your app. And the best part of that is on bar owners on Wednesday say, hey, you know what? We're going to add trivia at 3 o'clock on a Wednesday. How are we going to advertise that? You do 2 seconds, you add it, and all of a sudden every bar hop that night is going to be able to find it. The last thing is our promotions on here, which is the screen right here. It's a way for the bars to control the flow of their people in and out at a specific point in time. So say Sunday morning, they're like, hey, bars are or Friday morning bars are slow. We're looking for lunch. We're going to add parties 8 or more are 25% off. You and I, ladies, drink for half price on a Thursday night because it's really busy. And if it's really, really busy and all the girls come to the bar, last one, look, TCNewTech new guys drink for free because there's too many ladies at the bar. Can I drop the mic? I can? I can drop the mic? All right, so guys, this app has been going on for 4 years. I could talk for 2 hours. I don't have that kind of time. So anybody have any questions? 4. Any questions? Yes, sir. I don't right now. So this app was invented 4 years ago. We're bootstrapping it. What we're looking for tonight is people. We're going to test the bar in Traverse City this summer and spring, and by the fall we want to go live in Ann Arbor, East Lansing, Detroit, Grand Rapids, and then go take it nationwide. But right now we're bootstrapping it. Yes, sir. Is that Russell? How do you make money? Great. Okay, let's be as fast as I can with this. So the app is free to the user. It's free to the bar for the basic service. The first way is we're gonna sell the analytics back to the bar. So if you're a bar in Traverse City, say Little Bo's, and you want to find out, hey, Wednesday night, we're kind of slow. Guess what? 45 people look for trivia. 30 people look for karaoke. So we're going to sell the analytics back to bars so they can plan their services around that. Second way is premium placement. 40 pool tables in Chicago. Traverse City is not an issue, but 40 in Chicago. Premium placement like a Google listing. The first 5 are going to pay us extra money. The third, the promotions is an extra fee. If every once an hour, I didn't get to that. Once an hour, the bar is going to be able to put a little non-intrusive, like, hey, I'm looking for what's going on around us. Hit promotions. And then the fourth one is we have extra, like I call them radio ads. So bars that look out, there's going to be 3 codes per hour that people can buy. And basically it's like, hey, we look around, we want to have a push notification. Dillinger says, hey, bar's kind of slow, $1 off drafts next hour. Bar hoppers who have their app on and their notifications on will get notified no more than 3 an hour, and bars are going to pay for that. Say, hey, boom, $1 off draft. So basically promotions are going to be like the or the live the fourth way, the live ads are going to be like promotions, but they're going to be like a push and actually alert you. Fifth way is advertising. We're going to probably on promotions, get local H. Cox and Sons, Budweiser places to kind of advertise in that. So, yes, sir. Bars do not have to participate, absolutely. But when every bar in town is having, people find them by Bar Hopper, they're going to have to kind of, they don't have to, but our local rep, every time someone goes to Bar Hopper, we're going to have a grade out. So someone pushes on a bar, they find a bar in Grand Rapids and they're not a participant. They're going to be an alert, goes to the email of the bar and our rep that says, hey, you had 40 people last night looking for you. And why wouldn't you participate? It's free. Terrible question, sir. You're my friend. Anybody else? Yes, sir. Yeah. There's so much I can't talk about here. There are so many applications to this. It's crazy. You're gonna be able to check in. I have a group of friends that will see it. My cousin's a nun. She's in my Facebook friend group. She's not gonna be in my bar hopper group. So I check in. You say, hey, Bob, you just checked in at you and I. Hey, let's go hang out with him if he or she chooses. So. Okay, so as I walk back to the podium, I'll take one more question. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Next, I would like to take a moment to remind you, you will be voting for our pitch prize winner tonight. And our sponsor is kind of serendipitous that I'm getting to MC tonight. I see some familiar faces. It's Michigan Broadband Services. They'll be giving the big check to the winner. So keep your phones out and be ready to vote. So next we have Jim Millar. And Jim, I hope you like your music. And this is Antrix with Biotech. Here you go. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Jim Millar, and I'm the CEO of Aterix Biotherapeutics. The mission of Aterix is to develop clinical innovations in the prevention and the treatment of multi-drug resistant bacterial infections. That's just a fancy word for superbugs. Most of us have heard, I'll do it. I'm sorry, I forgot my thing. Most people have heard about the antibiotic resistance problem worldwide. It is a major, major problem and costing lots of money across the world. In fact, the World Health Organization recently came out with a statement that said the problem is so serious that it threatens the achievements of modern medicine. A post-antibiotic era in which common infections and minor injuries can kill is a very real possibility. That's a pretty sobering statement coming from an organization like that. It is a major problem. So what we've done is we're developing products to address that problem. The first product I want to share with you is for the prevention of urinary tract infections, and mainly catheter-associated urinary tract infections. What people may or may not know is when people go into the hospital, they usually acquire an infection in the hospital. Last place you would think you would do it. In most hospitals, 1 out of every 25 patients admitted in the hospital ends up getting a UTI, and they're very, very difficult to treat. So what our product does, it is a freeze-dried product. It's reconstituted into a gel, simply put on a catheter, and then inserted into the bladder. And really all it does is it creates a biofilm, and the good bacteria, which is a harmless bacteria, which is our intellectual property, basically outcompetes the bad bacteria for the nutrients in the urine, and it kills the bad bacteria. So it's prevention. One of the best way to keep a bad infection from starting that becomes resistant is prevent it in the first place. What's unique about this product is we actually have data on over 220 patients already. That's very unusual for a company at this stage where we haven't even started clinical trials under the FDA, but we're getting ready to do so. So I just wanted to share with you results of one of the studies. This control group here of the non-treated were experiencing 9.9, almost 10 UTIs a year. That's almost 1 every month. And the treated patients with our product, it dropped it down to less than 1 a year. That's a dramatic impact in how our products work. Our second product is actually a wound care product. Big issue with wound care, surgical wounds getting infected, big burn issues, but also traumatic injuries, and particularly traumatic war injuries. So one of the neat things about this particular product is we've had a huge amount of support from government entities and gotten quite a bit of non-dilutive funding to help us get the product to where it is right now, including the Department of Defense Warfighter program and the National Institute of Health have been very, very involved. And we expect to continue to get government funding, non-dilutive funding for this product in particular. What's kind of unique about this product, no human data, but lots of animal studies. And this is probably the most dramatic change that I've seen the application of a new product. Normally when people are putting new products out, getting FDA approval, it does a little bit better than what the standard of care is. In this slide, we had to infect mice. We gave them burns and gave them a very bad, what's called gram-negative infection. And the untreated mice, all of them died within 2 days. The treated mice, the blue line up top, with the right dosage, all lived. You seldomly see that dramatic of an impact for a new product, but this product does that. It's one of the reasons the government is so interested in it. The big difference, though, with our products is the bacteria does not develop resistance to it. That's the big issue out there. Right now, when somebody comes out with a new antibiotic and you hear about it, it can be effective, but science is science. And the bacteria will begin to develop resistance to it within about 4 to 5 years. With our products, the bacteria never develops resistance. And the way you know that, by this test, which actually mimics a long time frame of application of our product to the bacteria. If it did develop resistance, those two lines would come together. Instead, they look like straight railroad tracks, which shows that the bacteria will not develop resistance to it. So in my world and what we're doing, and we're one of the companies that's on a little farther along in our financing and where we are. So most of our investors are quite interested in some of the exit strategy and liquidity information. Well, in the biotech industry, these are some of the median statistics that you see. So if you just look at the last 2 years, total deal value has been at the low end of 500 million, meaning $500 million, and 750, but years to market is the 4 to 5. We expect people to be interested in us in about 3 years. Only 2 more slides. The other thing you see with our kind of products is now people are coming interested much earlier in the process, preclinical, early stage. And that's where we expect people to come see us. And we are doing a Series C, a little different for this group. This is a Series C preferred offering. We have a $6 million total raise. We have a lead investor out of the Southeast that's already put in the initial funding. We have 3.5 million secured. So we're looking for the last 2.5 from fine people in areas like Northern Michigan, but a unique opportunity here. If you're familiar with these type of things, very favorable terms, 2 times liquidity preference. But the key, what people always wonder about companies like this is we do have a $9 million pre-money valuation, and that really is very realistic for a company at this stage. So am I done? Why did that beep? I still have more time? Oh. So thank you very much. All right. Trying to put this down to 5 minutes was, yes, sir.
Is the intellectual property on the genus of the bacteria themselves, or is it on the specific genes that make them useful?
No, the main is what's called conjugation, which it actually is putting a plasmid into the bad bacteria and effectively blowing it up. It's kind of like, I call it a Trojan horse scenario. There's a lot of data and writings about it that I'd be happy to share with you, but we have gone back and researched why it's doing what it's doing.
They use the same process right now to make
Yeah, I'm unfamiliar with that, but we'll definitely look into that. That's quite interesting because that will be the first I've heard of this type of technology being used for something other than what we're doing. Of course, they can't do it with either UTIs, wound care, because it's very well protected by IP protection. Just see me afterwards. Be happy to do so. More than happy to do that. One more question. I will repeat it. Well, right now it is a Series C. We have 3.5 of a $6 million raise in. So we're looking for the last 2.5. And we have a soft circle on about $500,000 of that right now. But we are talking to other angel organizations here in Michigan. So I will say the goal is, in hopefully closing our funding by the end of this month, we're in the process of moving the company from Madison, Wisconsin to Traverse City. This will be our home. So, yep. I said it in public, so it has to happen. No. Who's that?
So my experience with pharma companies is 3 things at this stage are really important. One is the bioscientific labor pool. 2 is sources of funding, which you spoke about. And 3 is a customer, an outward-facing customer. Can you speak to who's first up on the customer side? Maybe not specifically, but what you're doing. And secondly, why Traverse City for your home?
Well, Traverse City for a couple of different reasons, and I won't get too much into it. We can talk a little bit later, but okay, 10 seconds. I've been coming up here for many, many years. I'm looking to become a full-time resident up here, so that's one of it. But I'm looking and think we need to get some of the biotech and life science activity that's happening downstate should be up here. And I think we can attract the right talent up here. And I'd like to see a very vibrant life science ecosystem develop here in Traverse City. So, and I'll be happy to follow up on your other questions maybe afterwards. That's a bright light. Oh,
Thank you, Jim. Thank you. Thanks, guys. You can connect with Jim afterwards. He'll be waiting. And now we have John Lewandowski with I Sanitize Case.
All right, thank you. Ready for the timer? Okay. John Lewandowski with I Sanitize Case. Simple concept. I Sanitize Case is a cell phone case with 265 nanometer wavelength UVC LED lights, which is ideal for killing germs, viruses, bacteria, etc. With patent pending technology, has to do with this tether and being able to clean both the phone case and surfaces. Our vision is to be a leader in innovative handheld portable UVC light devices. Here's a few pictures. There's with the cover off and the wand inside. Looks like a sanitizing appliance and a countertop here. There's that 20 fathoms, if you may recognize that. Little control. The coffee maker at 20 fathoms. A dirty keyboard, which we all use every day. The phone itself, which is very dirty. I'll get into that later. So you can see it there. Okay, so current market dynamics. Over the last 2 years, individuals have become more conscious of preventing illness and eliminating germs than ever before. I think we all know why. Everyone in this room probably has masks, sanitizer. I know I've bought more masks in the last 2 years than I ever did the previous 32 years of my life. Many people's habits have changed significantly, obviously, because of this. Some more than others. As a result, there's been a meteoric rise in sale of sanitation and disinfecting products. Some of those are UVC, fog machines, etc. Here's some germ statistics, beware. COVID-19 can actually last for up to 3 days on hard materials like plastic, stainless steel. Yeah, sorry to scare everybody. Cold viruses, 7 days, flu, 24 hours, salmonella, 1 to 4 hours. You can see so on and so forth. One of my favorites, though, is scientists at the University of Arizona found that cell phones carry 10 times more bacteria than toilet seats. Yeah. Okay, so here is a breakdown of the phone and kind of all the components. I'll try to point them out. Soft plastic TPU bumper to protect your phone case. 220 degree lights, 265 nanometer wavelength UVC lights, 2 blue lights to kind of show the disinfecting zone. UV light actually isn't visible by the human eye, so you have to know where you're disinfecting. We have 2 minutes left. Wand that holds the light. Quartz glass. We actually needed to have quartz glass because normal glass does not allow UV light to penetrate. So quartz glass is quite important. It is rechargeable 3.7 volt battery. Circuit board with step-up converter to give the lights more power. They're power-hungry lights. Charging light indicator that flashes red. Sorry, I just forgot to start doing this. Long tether allowing you to reach all surfaces in the phone case itself. Hard plastic frame that also protects all of the components. Here's a few products on the market right now. Lumen Wand, Phone Soap Pro, one of the more popular ones. You may have heard of it. Our price point's probably going to be in around the $130 range. And what makes us different? You know, there's a lot of gimmicky products out there. There's a lot of things under 50 bucks that really don't do anything. So you got to watch out for those. Portability. Obviously, everyone pretty much has their phone on them at all times. So it's very convenient to have on you wherever you go. Functionality. No other product has the ability to sanitize surfaces and the device itself, which makes it extremely unique. And obviously, no residue from UVC light. Target market, right there. Market size, found some interesting research. Market 105.1 million for the smartphone sanitizer market in 2019, growing about 12% a year. UV sanitizer travel wand market, 81.2 million 2019, growing almost 13%. So the total market that encompasses iSanitize case market is estimated 262.79 million for this year and 466.36 million in 2027. Pretty simple business model. You know, we made our prototype, which you can meet with me after. I'll show it to you. Launched the crowdfunding campaign on Indiegogo and started our traditional online Amazon business. And then eventually, hopefully, get into retail. Okay, yeah, a couple more slides. Okay, so funding, self-funded up to this point. Most of that's gone to utility patent attorney fees, engineers, yada, yada. Indiegogo is our choice for a campaign. We're hoping to raise $150,000. That'll springboard our business moving forward. Any money won from this, hopefully, would go to advertising for our Indiegogo campaign. A little bit about myself and my brother, who's a founder over here. We're both lifelong entrepreneurs. This is kind of our new thing. We've been working on it for about a year, both from Michigan. References for all those germ stats and market research. And thank you very much for your time. All right, questions? Someone? Yeah. Ooh, how much does it weigh? You know what? Light. It's pretty light. I actually don't have an answer for that. I know that it's 20 millimeters thick. It's pretty light though. Yeah. It has its own battery. One of the reasons we did that is because the phone battery really wouldn't give it enough juice. And like I had mentioned, these lights are really power hungry. So you need some oomph. Yeah. Yeah, 3.7 volts. But there is a step-up converter built into the circuit board to give the lights more power. A couple hours. Yeah. It charges really quickly. Yeah. You know, we haven't done any draft testing. We only have 2 prototypes. I'm obviously kind of nervous to do that as of right now. You know, it's definitely not going to be your OtterBox per se, but you know, we do have electronics in here. So we do have the TPU bumper. It is hard plastic. So we were thinking of that in the design. Good question. Yes. Yes, sir.
So it's the battery is independent, but can you charge your phone with that?
Yes, you can. Yep, there's 2 actually little charging ports that you can conveniently charge both simultaneously.
From the battery storage.
Oh, no. Oh, okay, so let me repeat the question. Just repeat it just so I...
No, I was just curious if, because you're going to have a charge on the battery for the sanitizer case.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if you could link that into your phone to get a phone charge.
No, they're separate. Yes.
If the smart zones were able to make $15,000 to $25,000 available, what would you do with it?
If I was to get 15, 20.
So if the smart zone, 20 fathoms,
Oh, yes.
able to get you 15 to 25, arbitrary number, what would you do with that?
Yeah, so if I was to get 15 to 25,000-ish from 20 fathoms, what would I do with that number? You know, a lot of that would probably go to clinical testing once we have funding. Part of that 150,000 that we're hoping to raise from Indiegogo will go to that. There's other various engineering things that we could also use it on for improvements. Yes. Hello. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, sir. Yes, I see a lot of them. Does the battery wirelessly charge? It does not, actually. I like that idea, though. That's interesting. I'm always open to new ideas. Yes, sir. 40 seconds. Couple more quick. Great question. So because this is a higher end item, we're only really going to target some of the higher end phones. So, your 12 Pro, 12 Pro Max, 13 Pro, 13 Pro Max, your Samsung Galaxy S22, S22 Ultra, kind of your higher end, like over $600 phones, if that answers your question. Yeah. Samsung S22, S21. All right, that's it. Thank you.
I think she's coming slowly to the stage. Here comes our crew.
Okay, thank you. Now I'm back to talk about Northern Michigan Startup Week along with my team. Northern Michigan Startup Week is happening in May. So mark your calendar, May 9th through the 15th. Scan that code up there. It'll take you right to our website. It's a week-long series of events celebrating entrepreneurship and the region's growing startup community. This is a community initiative that's hosted by TCNewTech, Newton's Road, Northern Michigan Angels, and 20 Fathoms, with support from Boomerang Catapult, Haggerty, Northwestern Michigan College, Atlas Space Operations, and the MEDC. Here's what you can expect. This is our planning committee, and everybody's gonna give you a little bit more information, starting with Barb.
Hello, everybody. I'm Barb Tremont with Newton's Road. Imagine yourself in a room full of 8 of the top astropreneurs in the state of Michigan that you get to mix and mingle with and learn about what is the state of the space industry in Michigan and where they think it's heading. That's on Monday night, then May 9th from 5 until approximately 8 p.m. And we're partnering with Atlas Space locally to bring this to you.
Yeah. All right. And then on Tuesday, Northern Michigan Angels, which is the angel investment group for our region. I think we have several members here. You can raise your hand if you're a member of NMA. So on Tuesday afternoon into the evening, we're going to do a wine tasting event at Left Foot Charlie. And this is going to be an event that we're going to discuss some of the funding and kind of an investment ecosystem in our region here. It's going to be a barrel side chat. So, and it's going to feature Casey Cowell, a local investor here, and then Zach Erlacher as well. So that is Tuesday afternoon, 2 to 4.
Hi, I'm Carrie. I'm from 20 Fathoms. And first, I want to thank our friends at SPDC for the shout out for the last one. But on Wednesday, May 11th, we're having a big party at 20 Fathoms. There'll be good food, good drinks, good music. Come stop by, see what 20 Fathoms is all about. We're also going to have a business expo featuring members of the startup community. And you can learn about what they're working on. And we're going to do some awards recognition of our local regional innovators here in the region. So definitely sign up. We're filling up fast and we have limited space. So I hope to see you all there. Thanks.
And Thursday night, May 12th, is the TCNewTech University Idea Showcase. So we're going to have a whole bunch of universities from across the state, each giving their best idea pitched on stage. We'll have a little different from tonight where you'll be able to judge from the audience, but we will also have 5 judges on the stage that will pick the top 3 that they feel are the best ideas. So if you're a CMU alum or a Michigan State alum or Michigan Tech or Northern Michigan, any of the major universities that are coming with their ideas, come wear your colors, show your support, and cheer on your school.
Hey, my name's Keith Kelly. Everybody get their shout out in? All right. My name's Keith Kelly from NMC, Northwestern Michigan College here in town. Friday night is the local student pitch competition. So it's going to be two parts. First part's going to be high school students pitching their innovation and invention. So 4 teams from the high school. We'll do a short break, and then we've got 5 teams as part of my startup class, NMC startup teams that will be pitching also for prize money. So they're going to be supporting everything from farmers to pet owners, to surveyors. So a lot of great products that are being developed right now as part of an NMC class. So again, been a great experience for us. We really appreciate all the support from the local mentors, SCORE mentors and so forth, supporting these student teams over this semester. They're excited to get here. They're going to be pitching here on Friday night, and we hope to see you there. Thank you.
And then last, we have the grand finale, the Techstars Startup Weekend, which we're bringing back. We did it first, what was it, 6 years ago now? It's been a while. So it's back. And so if you're not familiar, it's kind of like an extended hackathon that lasts the entire weekend. Everyone shows up on Friday, pitches their idea, forms teams, spends the weekend working on and building these things. And then Sunday, we have our demo day, and there's prizes and winners for the weekend. So make sure to scan the QR code and head to northernmichiganstartupweek.co, nmsw.co. Is there more summary?
We need to call out a big thank you to NMC for having the location for many of these events also. So thank you.
I'll just say one more thing. So the community response to this event has just been phenomenal. So many people are coming together to make this thing happen. So please hit the website, sign up, get tickets. Please attend. It's going to be a great week. Thank you.
Great job, everybody. I know this has been a very long process for everybody involved, so it's glad to see it to come together. Next, we have a familiar face. Should I push the button now or let you slowly walk up here? Russell Schindler. He's going to present H2O investigations. Not to steal their glory. 6 years ago, we can tell stories.
7 years ago.
7 years ago, true.
Okay. So in 2001, I started a company called H2O Investigation. We actually started it under the name Sample Serve. And that company was a company we started because the state of Michigan had changed regulations on how to collect an environmental sample, made it very data intensive. So I decided to start that company to specialize in collecting samples. At the same time, because there was a lot of data, I started creating software to manage that data. Well, we still do sampling. We did, most of the sampling we did was groundwater sampling, but we also sampled all these other media at the time, and we still do sampling. Fast forward to 2011, we actually had 7 offices across east of the Mississippi. We were working on the 8th office. I was going to open in Tampa Bay, and I was actually going to work down there a lot. And I was diagnosed with lung cancer. And they told me, the doctor said, there's nothing we could do. Well, clearly they were wrong as I'm standing here. But the next couple of years after that were very tough. And we consolidated back to Traverse City, closed down all those other offices because I didn't need those offices if I was going to die. And so we started focusing on software because of the health reasons and advances in technology. I started focusing on software, and I'm happy to say that the software company is actually going very well. I still spend about 25% of my time working on software or the sampling side of things, the H2O investigation. However, we just landed a big CDC project. We were selected as a software solution for 500 city sewer system COVID-19 monitoring surveillance program. So I need to spend 100% of my time on that project and other clients that we have that are onboarding with us. And so that creates an opportunity for somebody to buy the sampling side of our company. The good news is it's a growing market. There's about 150 million samples collected every year. It's expected to grow about 7% per year, and it's driven by consumer demand for safe products, safe drinking water, safe groundwater. It's also driven by environmental regulations that keep increasing, and then environmental liability, right? Product companies they want to make sure they're not going to get bad products or get sued for contaminating groundwater. And then the supply side of things is also at a little bit of trouble. It's very disjointed, not a lot of training. And the time and materials billable hour that most consulting engineering companies use just doesn't facilitate innovation or efficiency. And so for those reasons right there, the demand side increasing and the supply side having substantial problems, there's a substantial growth opportunity here that I think somebody could take advantage of. And so what we're asking for is somebody to buy the sampling side of our company. And it could be buy the whole thing, or we could still partner in some fashion. That new owner would be the operational manager of that company. We would provide all the training needed. And then we would also give you a sweetheart deal on our software as well. And so with the digital solutions, with the sampling company, there's a huge opportunity with the reporting and everything. Business model is going to be a lump sum fixed price. You could do it other ways if you wanted. And then there's also in the industry, as most industries, there's a labor shortage that means that people are looking to outsource if they can. And then tied with it is the experience and the expertise of SampleServe going forward as well. So the business strategy would be to expand existing markets, drinking water, groundwater sampling, surface water sampling, and then also expand into new markets with cannabis being legalized. There's tons and tons of cannabis sampling that are being required. And then food safety sampling is a very big emerging market. And then expand into new locations. I did it before. It can be done again. So kind of as a rule of thumb, if the city has a Major League Baseball team, it's probably a good city to start a sampling company in and expand to. And then I would suggest, opening 3 to 4 or 5 sample locations a year. And with that, you can expect and reasonably expect 40 to 50% growth in revenue every year. And so these are current customers that are using our software. And I've actually sampled, and we still sample for a lot of these companies right here. And then these are new companies that are actually trying our software out right now. And they're going to need sampling. And so we'd be able to feed business going forward. So whoever buys that has got a good opportunity. Any questions? Boom, right on time. So does anybody have any questions? Go ahead. Yeah. So we don't do the sampling or the testing. We actually collect the sample and send it to whoever the company wants the sampling, the testing done by. So, but our software makes it all digital, so it's very efficient for reporting back. Go ahead. One of my favorite laboratories in town called SOS Analytical. Have you heard of them? It's the owner. Oh, sorry. He asked who do we use for sampling? Sorry. Or for testing. Any other questions? Go ahead. Either one. Obviously, the onboarding, if it's just somebody doing financial, they got a little bit more of a learning curve versus somebody already in the industry. But I have taught literally 100 different people how to sample over the years, and I could teach anybody in this room how to collect a sample. It's there's a little bit of time involved, but it's a process, and it's pretty much the same every time. So once you got it down, it's pretty good. And that's one of the things that's lacking in the industry is like a standardized sampling. So as part of that, I would actually recommend even including like, very specific sampling training and even certification because the industry really does need like a certification model in the industry. So go ahead. Well, yeah, and it could be a franchise model in expansion. Back in pre-2011, I actually did like a revenue share. So it was, I owned the company, but they got a percentage of the revenue from their office. Go ahead. So you're going to get all kinds of field data. So a lot of times they want to take a temperature, pH, other field parameters. You're going to get photographs. You're going to get GPS, and all that is mapped instantly because of our software, and that software is included to the sampling company. We'll do a licensing agreement long term. And then when the sample goes to the lab uploads the data back to our platform, and that gets added to it, and you can map all that information as well. And then there's, we can do all kinds of contours, graphing, tables, color coded, you name it. Yeah, I don't actually go through it myself. The software goes through it, and it literally, in a quarter second, it's posted. Yeah. And Jack sends me data almost every day. So, any other questions? All right. Oh, there's.
Okay, good to see you. Thanks again, Russ, for joining us on stage. Next, we have Nevada Rector, and she's going to bring fresh life to you.
Hi, my name is Chef Nevada Rector. I was born and raised in Traverse City, Michigan. I started in the restaurant world about 16 years ago as a bartender at a local bar and worked my way into several GM positions and helped to open 2 restaurants from the bottom up. I soon realized that hospitality is my passion, so I decided to go to Great Lakes Culinary Institute to further my education with food. Once I graduated, I knew I wanted to start my own business in the food industry, so I quickly re-enrolled into the business development program through NMC's University Center. COVID quickly reminded most of us in the restaurant industry that we are not a priority and we can easily be pushed to the back burner, pun intended. So this was my inspiration for a sustainable, healthy meal program in an outdoor environment that can be safe, social, educational, and these 2 entities work together. We bought our 10-acre farm in Kingsley about 6 years ago. Our hope is that our farm will grow 60% of our produce for Fresh Life Meal Prep and also be open to the public and utilized by adults and children for recreational activities and educational purposes. Farm forward, we would like to teach our younger generations who visit attending school field trips with their parents the importance of agriculture, from growing your own food to composting and sustainability, along with offering other health forward workshops such as adult classes like goat yoga with mimosas. I believe there could be a very interesting avenue to marry technology with organics with coming generations. For instance, I have a 15-year-old. He loves the farm, but he also loves his technology more. I would love to see somewhere that these 2 merge together. Fresh Life Meal Prep is really the brainchild behind this. She is a macro-based meal prep solution for those who don't have the time or the knowledge to put into their nutritional needs. We will be offering several categories: keto, low carb, high carb, senior meals, family meals, and some other options, private chef, private catering, or catering, small caterings. Our main focus that sets us aside from other meal preps are our macro sets. Every meal will be online with a macro set of carbs, fats, and proteins. You will then be able, to go online, mix and match your meals from categories to build your perfect day or weekly intake, diet specific to you. These meals are no hassle, no prep needed, just heat and go. Once you build your order, you can choose from one of our local locations a day that works for you, and you can pick up your meal from the cooler at your own convenience. Fun fact, Traverse City is host to 38 different race events throughout the year and home to 45 gyms. According to livestrong.com, 49.9% of people hit the gym each week. Oh, sorry. The population of Grand Traverse County alone is 93,088 people. That leaves us with 46,544 people hitting the gym. Again, these numbers are just Grand Traverse County. This is my target client. Along with teachers along with teachers, parents of kids who do after-school sports, trying to drop weight for an event like a wedding, anniversary, or a sports event like a marathon. Wouldn't you want a healthy meal that your family can reheat and eat, knowing that it's made with quality ingredients and not over-processed like larger family meals in the frozen section? Sorry, guys. I'm so nervous. I hope to have drop locations in several spots through Traverse City for pickup as well as wholesale accounts for grab and go. Locations can be grocery stores, gyms, or other businesses that would like to partner with us. Eventually, we would like to get into shipping our product once we find a way to keep it fresh and cool. If in a year we did 10,400 meals, that would be 200 meals a week. For this, we were saying the average person will eat 10 meals a week, 5 lunches, 5 dinners that are prepped. Out of that earlier population number that works out in Grand Traverse County, the 46,544, we need 20, just 20 people to sign up. For year 3 sales projections, it's only 40 people of those 46,544. On top of this, we have lowered our expenses by building our commercial kitchen on our farm and have purchased and paid for most of our equipment to start our kitchen thus far. This cuts out the extra expenses that most food businesses have. Woo. There's our ask. No, we're good. So just help with marketing, wholesale accounts, and maybe some extra coolers for drop spots. I know. Do you like your water? No, it's okay. I can make it. Questions?
We've got 4 minutes.
Hi. Or a commercial cooler. I actually just found one last night for $400. So if you vote for me today, I can probably go get that when I leave. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so I have no idea, but here's where I really don't. But my son, I kind of like force him into the farm. He does a lot of the chores and stuff. And I also have a 6-year-old. So what I was thinking in my brain on the farm forward side of things is getting more school field trips. Like, let's plant a flat of vegetables and take them home and watch how they grow. Is there a way to put that in an app so that the kids can watch this stuff? Is there a way to make it like the gamification? Or we would like to have a petting zoo on site. Can the kids come and put tech with that petting zoo in some sort of way? Take a picture of the goat and go home and, I don't know, yeah. So I don't know, open. Me? Are you trying to get rid of her? No, I'm just kidding. I'll take her, it's fine. Any other questions? Yes. So lunches normally start around $12 and we can go up to $16. It really depends on what you want. So everything will be priced out individually and everything will have its own macro set. So you'll be able to pick and choose what you want, how much you want to spend, and how much you want per week. Anybody else? Yes.
How do you compete against the national food companies
Like HelloFresh? So HelloFresh doesn't do macro sets like us. And we're also super local. Have you ever got HelloFresh? And some of your stuff's frozen or yucky and you still have to do prep. So when you come home, you're still cooking. With us, you don't. Everything is edible in its container. Also, we want to give the option for reusable containers. So every week we can cut that waste down. So if I did something like Edson Farms, or I have another local location, Grand Traverse Hot Sauce Company, you can pick online your day that you want that dropped off. I'll have it there by 8 o'clock in the morning. It'll all be prepped. You pick it up whatever time you want. You can walk into that business and pick it up.
So we live in a climate change. So how do you guys grow everything, stock it, and
Super awesome question. We were actually talking about this yesterday. Oh, I'm sorry. We live in a very climate changing area. How am I going to stock up on stuff? Obviously, we're going to have to outsource in the winter months, but for the most part, we really want to stay local in our summertime, and we're going to rotate our menu every 4 to 6 weeks. And in each category, you will have 10 to 15 products that you can choose from as well. Girl in the middle. Oh, whoever. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Cool. Anybody else?
I think Chris Schaefer had one more question.
I rose my hand for her.
It was a threesome over there.
We're going to talk anyways, right? All right. Cool.
30 seconds. All right. Well, great job. You killed it.
Thanks for hanging in there, guys.
Good luck. And good luck. Good luck. Well, thank you, Nevada, and all the presenters today. Just to remind you, shortly, we're going to have a little bit of time for everybody to present a 30-second PSA. So get your thoughts together and be prepared to run up to that mic slowly and not knock each other over. So I guess she had a few more slides here. Sorry. All right. So coming up, we're going to prepare for voting. So here is a quick video from Michigan's Creative Coast on how they're working to attract talent to the area. This is going to showcase what a cool place we live in. So if you haven't moved here yet, I hope that made you want to move here. So Jen's going to prepare our next slide for us. Get your phones out. Please take a photo. This is how you're going to vote for your favorite pitch tonight. May the best pitch win. Once again, thanks to Michigan Broadband Services for sponsoring, and hopefully somebody gets what they need tonight from this. Oh, it went away too fast. She's got to start the voting machine, so 1 second. We'll bring that right back up. And if you have a public service announcement, you can start and walking your way up here. Just don't start talking until we're ready.
Everybody got that number?
They both do. Yeah.
We'll bring it back up in
1 second. What is your question? Where? He did not have ask that was putting him in this category. He just would like you to try out his app once. You can publicly and privately fund Bar Hopper. Great. It's going to be right here behind you. Right behind you. Right? Yeah.
Go ahead and give your
All right, we're ready.
PSA.
All right, so I want to do a quick shout out. I'm Jason Slade from Northwestern Michigan College. We actually have an opening for a computer information technology full-time faculty position, which if you've been around here for a while, those don't come open very often. So if you are looking for an opportunity to work at the college in CIT, teaching classes, everything from computer literacy to computer programming to CIT developer, we'd love to have you. Come check out our website for more information. So that's my spiel. Thank you.
All right. Hi, friends. I'm Maria, and I just launched my company. It's called legitfoodinc.com. I sell crackers, charcuterie board, small cakes, and things like that. So check out my website, legitfoodinc.com. I am actually looking for someone to help me out with a little bit of funding. I just need to take my product to market. I'm happy to give as many samples as you'd like.
That's 30
make
seconds.
a sourdough cracker and a Cheez-It. So see you after.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Hello, can I go? Can I up here? Is this
Okay.
all right? All right, here we go. When does the timer start? I don't know. When
Right
the-
here.
now.
30
Right.
seconds.
All right. So stand up if you're related to the robotics teams going to the World Championship this year. Any team? That's all the teams. So these are multiple teams. I am making this up on the spot. I just decided to walk up. So go blue. No. So
Okay.
yes, I'm the guy who said go blue. So I'm part of the Children's House Junior High Robotics team who made it to the World Championship this year.
Okay. Great.
Two of the teams, and we're trying to get fundraising to go there. We had all the robots outside, and the other teams did too. So there's a bunch of other teams that are here as well. I'm the coach of the Children's House Junior High team,
Okay.
the math teacher too, and all that.
We've got
And
30
so
seconds.
we need money to go there. So
Thank you.
Help us
Thank
talk
you,
about-
guys. So anybody wants to donate, thank you, guys. All right, you got 30 seconds, dear.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Stoll. I'm a business owner who believes in a nonprofit that can help with employees in our area that you may not know about. I'm here with Chelsea Fink, who's our local director for Upbound at Work through the Autism Alliance of Michigan. We've recently placed candidates in accounting, software development, CAD, SolidWorks. We have candidates with electrical engineering. People do not interview well that are neurodiverse and that have disabilities. 60 to 90% are unemployed and they're right here. They don't need housing. They're in their parents' basement a lot of times. They're amazing people. I just helped place a guy in Connecticut that was near suicide, got a $50,000 job in Detroit working remotely. Brilliant. We have people here. We need to bring them out of the basements into our workplaces. They need a little bit of hand holding. Call Chelsea, call me.
Thank you, Chelsea. Thank you. 30 seconds firm.
All right, this is Jim with Bar Hopper again. Real quick, part of my pitch, I didn't get to say. Our ask is we're looking for people to test the app. We're going live in Traverse City in the next couple months. Find me afterwards. I have cards. You'll get a lot of free drinks. We're going to pay you to walk around, use the app, give it to bars, and so they use it. So find me.
Thank you.
So find me afterwards. That's what we're looking for to test this app for beta testing next month.
2 more. Lisa.
Okay, great. Thank you. Hey guys, good to see everybody tonight. A full room is so exciting. So I'm on the board of Manufacturing Council, and we have a really exciting event I want to invite everybody to. It's open to the public June 7th. If you go to their website, makegreatthings.com. Again, that's the Manufacturing Council here in Grand Traverse County. They are having their annual manufacturing summit. So the heavy focus on Industry 4.0. Again, this is open to the public. Please visit makegreatthings.com and mark your calendar for June 7th. Thanks.
Thank you, Lisa. One more.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Andrew Gale from Bay Area Recycling for Charities. Nice to meet you all. Thank you to TCNewTech for putting this on. This is awesome. Always fun to meet all the fun people in town getting ready to do amazing things. On April 20th, Bay Area Recycling is going to hold our first expo. showing all things Bay Area recycling and all the different things we do with recycling products, and talking about our deconstruction, reconstruction projects, and talking about composting and compostables, and the list goes on and on. It's going to be over at the Commons at Kirkbride Hall on April 20th. So come out on 4/20 and we'll show
Great
you how to
day.
be green.
Thank you. Thank you. Next, we have Chris Schaefer and Peter Led with Northwest Michigan Vex Robotics Team.
Oh my gosh, I know the drink bars out there and everybody, and that's where we want to go because all those pitches were awesome, but very slow. All right, we're going to fill in some of the gaps. Chris, let's go.
I am Chris Schaefer. I am here to represent all of our amazing robotics teams. You saw everybody stand up. Give me another round of applause. So obviously, since we're here for all of the technology stuff, I want to point out a very special young man who won last year the State of Michigan programming as well as the skills score. Ethan, please stand up. Round of applause for this young man. He knows 4 programming languages.
All right, so behind me, what you're seeing are 9 different teams that have competed locally. They've gone to the state championship and they've won awards because of their competition on the field, because of their engineering design notebooks, because of their programming. Right down here is where you can scan and donate. These kids, these 9 teams, about 30 kids in total, qualified to go to the state or the world championship in Dallas in May. They're looking for about $5,000 a piece to cover registration, airfare, lodging, and an experience that will put them head to head on the same stage with China, Singapore, Mexico, Australia. This is something that these kids have worked very hard for.
I hope everybody appreciates my little Python joke here. But again, as he mentioned, we are raising funds. So you'll see on every slide, we do have this QR code. I will also say we are not eligible for that grand prize for this evening. However, you can do that and everybody can throw us a couple dollars. $1, $10, any dollars helps to make these children propel their future really and help to learn everything we're doing. We're going to move on.
All right, so let me talk a little about the different schools in our region. We have the highest density of elementary and middle school age competition kids in the state of Michigan. That outpaces Detroit. Some of the schools that have got involved this season in spite of COVID, we've got GTAC, Suttons Bay, Elk Rapids, Benzie, Children's House, Grand Traverse Academy, Traverse City Public. There are over 13 different schools in our region that got involved in spite of COVID and said, kids, go do this anyway. I'd like real quick, Ryan and Carol, go ahead and stand up. 2 of our teachers that said, we're going to host events here for these kids.
So again, this is we went to, and a lot of the teams here from Traverse City area went to the state championship. We all did quite well. Again, I do want to point out we did better than Grand Rapids. We did better than Lansing. We did better than Detroit. We did better than most everybody in the region.
All right, so why are our kids doing better? This is a really, really question. Are they extra bright? No, they're not. They're very normal, dedicated kids, but I tell you something that they are doing. They're working together, which is what our business manufacturing community says we need our kids doing. We need them working in teams, in partners, sharing, collaborating while we compete individually. We work collectively. And you can see the results with 9 of these teams, over 30 kids now qualified to go to the World Championship in Dallas, Texas.
Thank you, Philip. And one of Philip's daughters is actually on one of the teams here. You see they won the design award. We do have a great concentration of amazing young ladies who are involved in our program as well. Not only are we thoroughly inclusive, but we teach we have engineering, we have the math concept, we have the programming concept. There's everything that you can think you can do as far as all of you guys do. We teach these children. And again, these children are doing programming projects that most people don't do until they make it into college.
All right, I have a real quick audience participation point. If you're a woman who is in STEM, you are maybe science, you're maybe math, you're maybe engineering, maybe you're a manager, a business owner, can you please stand up for a moment? If you're one of the ladies in this room, go ahead and adults, stand up. All right. I charge you with a responsibility. If you're one of the female contestants going out, the competitors from Children's House, stand up. Or those dudes, go ahead and stand up. I charge you. You're underrepresented not because the men are better. The women have just been boxed out. I charge all the women, just like Impact TC. Include these women in it. Become their mentors, become their sponsors. You have the ability, by donating just $20 to $50, to put them in Dallas. Help them get there. That code right there.
So again, I've got another one for that whole fundraiser aspect that goes right to one of our websites. You can easily donate with Give, Send, Go. If you equals awesome, scan and donate, please. Else tears.
Awesome. Thank you guys for all your work and all the energy. Thanks again, Chris and Pete. So we're going to take a moment here. So the votes are in, but we have a few things to say while we work on this. Am I skipping? Okay. All right, 1 second. Just hold your seats here to find out the winner. Just got to get me to the right screen so I can work this thing. One more time to scan. All right, so as we do the congratulations, we're going to take a moment, and I would like you to scan more, and we're going to say a big thank you to Susan. She's been a longtime supporter of our organization community. Susan Serafine Rouser with State Farm. And Lisa, my other sidekick here, you'll see her next month. Lisa has been a founder of TCNewTech's membership and her community. Lisa is with Access Point. She's helping you with all your HR needs. So contact Lisa if you have a growing business or anything along the lines for HR needs. And Bar Hopper, one more time, Jim. Thank you so much for supporting us and giving us this space to gather. These are some of our in-kind sponsors, a few familiar ones. Obviously, we have 20 Fathoms, we have Michigan Creative Coast, and Elevate. Chris has been keeping us connected on our Wi-Fi. But now we have the Boho Business Co. Sarah's been keeping you up to date what's going on our social media. We also have True Jobs and Ake Productions, and we've got that streaming live. Thankful to them. And this is our board. So big thank you to our board here. We have a new member, if you've seen. Bill Palladino, he's just joined. So looking forward to seeing what he brings to our energy. And so if you have a job opportunity, we have a great job board. So if you are still looking for all that talent that we're bringing to Michigan with all the efforts of our ecosystem, please go post that on our job board, True Jobs. All right, and I think we are going to go to the workshop. So if you're looking for the afterglow, please join us at the workshop. That's where we plan to go. And that's where they actually support us for the Pour for More. I do apologize. That is the big reason we would like you to go there. So they'll have a special drink for us that will actually donate $1 towards our organization for every drink you ordered. And Jennifer, which one is that? Do you know? All right, ShopLight, that's your drink tonight. All right, thank you guys. ShopLight. So every drink, and there's about 100 plus of you guys here, that would really help the TCNewTech organization. All right, and that's a wrap. We got to announce the winners. I apologize, it didn't pop up. So who is our winner here? Jen's coming up. Fresh Life's getting a cooler. Somebody learned about technology and got votes.
Pitch Prize was donated by the awesome people at Michigan Broadband Services. If you're looking for high-speed internet, you can talk to Dale. He's here tonight, and we appreciate the gift.
I'm not going to cry, and I'm not going to throw up, although you all thought I was going to. I know you did. I just need some water. It's fine. Thank you so, so much. $500 to... Thanks. Means a lot. Thank you. I appreciate you all.
get the photo there. All right, thanks again.
Thank you.
Yes. We were trying to find her slide, but there was over 100 and something slides to go back on. We do apologize. But thanks again for joining us. Please enjoy a drink out here networking and then follow to the workshop. And we hope to see you at our next event, which will be May 3rd. And you will see Lisa up here presenting our lineup.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.